Scentland, the land of scent. That's the juice, folks. That's the juice. Blue Stratos from Parfums Blue. Um, Originally from the company called Shelton. Released in 1976. And I'm Chris, back with another fragrance review today. Reviewing this beauty called Blue Stratos, as I introduced it already. 1976 was the year. And this juice is just fantastic. It's an aromatic, fresh, spicy, marine type of fragrance, way before the cologne molecule was ever invented, 1976. To me, this is a great fougere, aromatic, fresh, spicy, barbershop type of fragrance with great lemony, bergamot, grapefruit start, but then almost immediately the rosewood, the basil, the mint, musk, pine, thyme start to kick in and make this fragrance a fantastic, long-lasting, fresh experience, a marine experience that is much more different than the usual marine fragrances or aquatic fragrances that we know today, because again, this was done way before the cologne molecule was ever invented, right? Still alive today, cheap, great performance, great longevity, lasts you throughout the day. The fragrance changes as well, depending on your mood. It gives you fresh vibes, citrus vibes, or even some aromatic stuff. It really depends on your mood. It becomes one with your skin, with the way your day goes. Fantastic value. It's becoming one of my favorite fragrances ever, and I totally adore, obviously, the price versus quality value here as well. The package is simple but gorgeous. The fact that it's more than 41 years old now, it's another plus, because it's an oldie and a goodie. And the overall mood that I get is, I used to live in Dublin for a few years, and there's a place called Malahide in the northern part of Dublin, and that's a coastal city, a coastal part of the city, which is very cozy, and there's the sea, and there's the nice dunes, and there's the village itself. It's maybe a bit upscale compared to Blue Stratos, because Blue Stratos is more like your everyday working guy's fragrance. So Malahide, maybe in comparison, because Malahide in Dublin is more sort of a posh area. This fragrance is not posh, but the smell and the taste of the sea and the land up there in northern Dublin is something this is very similar to. It's cold somehow, yet cozy at the same time, if you know what I mean. It's a very special juice to me, and it's becoming one of my signature scents that I wear on a regular basis. I truly adore this. It's so optimistic as well, and the fact that it changes according to your mood is making the fragrance to have an ability to surprise you. It's always different. It's never the same. And therefore it's like a good relationship that never gets boring. That's the kind of relationship I have with this juice, Blue Stratos, and therefore that's also a reason. Obviously there's this seaside mood, which is not the usual everyday type of boring lime, coconut type of beach mood. No, this is completely different. This is so aromatic, and it's lifting your senses, and it's like having a real good friend that lives somewhere near the seaside in northern Dublin. Yet again, it's an everyday scent. It's nothing posh, nothing pretentious. It's down to earth and good, and this is why I adore it. It's free from any hype. It's free from any special marketing. Unleash the spirit, that was the marketing at the time from Shelton. back in the late 70s, early 80s. Well, I'm very happy to unleash my spirit every time I spray this fragrance, because it's just pure beauty. So very happy to have this, and I will carry this with me wherever I go, because a good friend and a good mood is always needed. Obviously, the one behind me is kind of not 100% correct, because this seems to be sort of Maldives or Seychelles, but nevertheless, it's the smell of the sea, the aromatic taste in your mouth and in your nostrils, and that's really something I appreciate. But this is obviously not the exotic version, rather the colder version of it. But it makes me feel like this, so this is why I chose this special venue today, because it really makes you unwind and happy. And that's it, folks. I'll be back with more, and until then, I keep smelling this beauty. Thanks, that was Chris from Scentland, the land of scent.